Welcome to another mighty informative video. This video is to introduce you to our latest application tools that are used with our SB300i induction cleaning chemical. First off, let's review the I2 tool. Larry?
Thanks, Mike. The I2 tool, which stands for induction cleaning two ways. You've got two ways to do it, either through the MAP sensor or through positive vacuum. This is the old tool that you're probably used to. You've got a very thin straw-like hose and a small, ferrule at the end to go into the MAP sensor. The new tool that we have, as you can see, we've gone back to a hose, a full clear hose, and the ferrule at the end is also much wider to fit those key soles and some of the MAP sensors that have a larger opening. So it's a much better deal. You've got a nice cap, trigger sprayer. Be sure to pull that red tab when you apply the product. But an excellent, innovative, new applicator, Mike.
Absolutely, Larry. And that tool will be done on a running change with any kit that contains SB300. We're going from the old tool to the new tool. Then we are proud to introduce our new S38 tool. This tool is a special tool. So the S38 stands for S is special, 3 is 3 ways to apply: positive vacuum, MAP sensor, or throttle body. So and then the 8 stands for 8-foot hose. You do not need a pedal depressor. You do not need an additional technician to maintain RPMs at 2,000 to 2,500 RPMs. You can put this in the vehicle, apply it, and then you can sit in the vehicle, do your own regulation of the RPMs, and it takes one person. So how you work this is you use this for the S-hook for throttle body. You remove this S-hook and apply this cone and adapter for positive vacuum and MAP sensor. And like Larry says, we have increased the size diameter of the cone because of those larger MAP sensor ports on some vehicles. Folks, this makes it much easier. The soft braid will not scratch the car. You can do it from the cockpit, from the driver's seat. It takes one person, Larry.
That's a great innovation. I think this could win awards, in my opinion. That thing's pretty slick.
Folks, we always want to press to have the best application, the best chemistry. So please stay tuned for more application videos on how to use this exclusively. But we did want to introduce these two new tools and let you know that they were available.
This video is to show how to set up the applicator tool, the I2 applicator tool, using SB300i when going through positive vacuum. So the first thing you need to do is locate the positive vacuum source. On this particular vehicle, that's right here. And we will disconnect that here. And a good way to tell if you've got a good vacuum source is stick your thumb over the top of it like that. And if it's sucking your thumb in, that's a great place to go. So this is the procedure. We're going to take the can, pop the top of the I2 tool right on there. You see this red cap, you have to pull this off to be able to use the trigger. So we pull that cap off. We're going to take our hose, line it up, stick the hose in there, and you're ready to apply the product. This video is showing the setup process when doing an SB300i intake cleaning service using the I2 tool going through a MAP sensor. First thing you need to do is locate the MAP sensor. On this vehicle, it's a BMW, it's right here. It's held on there by 2 screws. I've already taken the screws out just to save a little bit of time. But once you locate that, basically all you want to do is unscrew those and pop the MAP sensor out, just like that. And now you're ready to set up the SB300i. You're going to put the cap right on the SB300i, snap it on there. You have to pull this red tab right on top to be able to squeeze the trigger. So once you have that tab pulled, now you're ready to put the cone on the I2 tool right into the hole that the MAP sensor came out, and now you're ready to do the service.
Now that we've reviewed the application procedures for setting up the tool, we wanted to present you with some important guidelines for any application using SB300i. there are some key critical things that you should follow when doing any of the services. Larry, let's review those. What's the first thing that we should do when performing an SB300i induction service?
Mike, I think the first thing we need to look at, first of all, you want to wear safety glasses and gloves. Safety is very important. We want to make sure we do that.
Yes. Secondly, we want to be sure that you are working on a vehicle that has been at operating temperature. We want to work on warm vehicles, not cold vehicles. Because we are using an aerosolized product, Larry, we want to be sure that that motor is nice and warm, and that makes the procedure and the service much better.
Sure does. And you know, when you first start the service, you want to slowly pull that trigger in. You don't want to just yank it down and just start shooting chemical in there. We want to slowly pull it in and let the car get used to the chemical going into the intake system itself, instead of just shocking it right out of the gate when you're just yanking it right in. So that's very important.
Yep. And if we do stall the vehicle, if the vehicle does stall, just simply stop dispensing product, restart the vehicle after a couple of minutes to dissipate whatever is inside the motor, and you won't have any problems at all. Then just restart the vehicle and continue the service.
Absolutely. We do want to keep the vehicle running at about 2,000 to 2,500 RPMs, either with a pedal depressor, if you're using the I2 tool, or another technician to help you. The cool thing about the new S38 tool is you don't have to have a new technician or use a pedal depressor. You can actually sit in the vehicle yourself and keep those RPMs where you need them, somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 RPMs.
Absolutely. In addition, when you are dispensing the product, be sure you are doing that in an alternate situation. So you want to depress the can and dispense some of the chemical into the motor and then let it rest. And we're talking about, if there was a time, Larry, let's use 7 seconds. 7 seconds on, 7 seconds off. So either way you want to do it, and it's really not 7 seconds, it's just alternating it so we are not loading up the motor with just dead set loading up the chemical. That's what we want to make sure of.
Absolutely. And once you empty the can and you've got, all the chemical is out of the aerosol can, you want to increase those RPMs to about 3,000 or 3,500 and let the car run at that RPM just to get any vapors or any leftover chemical that may have pooled up, but that will get it out of there. Just let it run for a minute, get those RPMs up to make sure we get all those vapors out of there.
Absolutely. And we also want to make sure that after that, then we want to reinstall all the hoses, sensors, any covers, any caps, anything that we've taken off of the motor. We want to be sure that we put it back. And it's one of those things, if you touch it, wipe it. That way, if the consumer checks their hood later, a month later, whatever, they know that something has been done. So if you touch it, wipe it. Right, LB?
Absolutely. And if possible, we'd like for you to test drive the vehicle. It's always good to take a test drive. As one of the things we like to say, take it out like your grandma, bring it back like you stole it. So we want to go out kind of slow, and on the way back, get those RPMs up to get all that, any leftover chemistry that's in that intake system, get it out of there and bring it back to the shop.
Absolutely. And always follow safe driving procedures.
Yes.
Last, we want to reset any codes. If it does trip a code, which is very normal, then there's a multitude of scan tools. There's Blue Drivers, there's the Autel products and that we have that can reset the codes. We want to be sure we redo that. So after that, Larry, I believe we're ready to return it to the customer.
Give it back to the customer.
Absolutely. So folks, I hope this has provided all the information for setting up the tool for each service. And in addition, now you have some guidelines to follow. Lastly, all of these information pieces can be found on Fran Connect. There are I2 tool instructions carrying you all the way through the service, S38 tool instructions, plus these videos. Everything will be on Fran Connect. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to Mighty Home Office. Larry Barnes will be more than happy to help you.